big, you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. The sun is shining on both of these teams. And off we go from Dallas. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, there we go. I think. What do you think?
Right up the gut. He's got a gain of 6 there. Jared Verse on the tackle. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
They give it to him again. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. That was Darius Williams on the tackle. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be 3rd down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Yeah! Here we go!
Here's the handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the well again. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Jared Verse on the tackle. The stop made that time by the rookie from Florida State.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Drive in dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. His first throw is an interception! And the Rams get the football on the first turnover of the contest. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Hey.
Stafford to the air to start us off. His first throw is an interception. Has a hole left, room to run. And he makes the Hefco. It's a touchdown on the pick six. That play, Brock. That play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Here's Smith on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. After the pick, Stafford back to the air. On the move, headed right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. And they can go ahead. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They start out with a 3rd and 6. Cup on the catch. Escapes a defender. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ready.
On 1st down, here's Stafford. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Now Stafford again. Throw right side, finds Cup. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it brings up an LA 1st down. Stafford from the gun. That's a reception for Tyler Higbee. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. The back grabs it. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams tie this game 7-7. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Turpin with a return. And he takes this one all the way. Touchdown on the kick return. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Stafford. Throw complete to Williams. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 28. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They strike for 23 yards. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down. Now Stafford to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, that's one of those cases, and we see it at every level. He simply took off before he got full possession, and that's simply a drop.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. He'll throw it yet again. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp, and things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Well, that 1st half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the 2nd half has in store for us. Aubrey now to kick this one away. He's going to field this at the 2. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the 2nd half. And really, Kate, this 3rd phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this 2nd half.
Stafford now on 1st down. Throw reeled in by Higbee. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing now on first down, Stafford. He's throwing deep to the left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Cooper caught the intended receiver. And it's going to be second down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Stafford to throw again on second. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Back to throw it. It's complete to Higbee. Left the offense out there on fourth down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
They're set up at the 35 now. Still sticking with the passing game. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Ready.
Stafford now. That one complete to Higbee. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a gain of 12 there. And it brings up an LA first down. Give to Williams from the gun. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Second down now, 7 to go. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Kendricks. And the Cowboys are stopped a little beyond the 10-yard line on the return. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Did somebody lose track of downs on the sideline? They have brought the field goal team out. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. The Cowboys have it with a lead, but the win's not secure just yet. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
Yeah! What do you think?
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Pickup of 2 here. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, 47. What do you think?
Back-to-back carries here. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Yeah! Here, what do you think?
Now a give left side. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
New set of downs for him from the 46. And they send a man in motion.
What do you think?
They'll run here on 1st down. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. Second and 6 coming up here.
Yeah, here we go! What do you think?
Another carry for him. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
Yeah! Here we go! Right there! What do you think?
He'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Yeah, here we go! What do you think?
They'll run the counter. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Here we go! Right there! What do you think?
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Yeah! Here we go! What do you think?
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they take him down right along the 30. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
Okay, I'll give some credit to the defense there. Limited the gain to the outside, contained him for minimal yardage, but it was going to be tough to stop him from getting a first down as close as they were to the sticks.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's on the move. Catch made by Cooks. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. Second and 6 coming up here.
Yeah, here we go. Like that.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He's going to push one deep down the... They did it! He made the interception! Darius Williams with the INT. And the Rams will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. So it's a win for the Cowboys. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory.